represent Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop on 104.1 KRBE.
I just want to remind you guys, 4 chances today to get a keyword that could win you a trip to see the Eras Tour for Taylor Swift. That is at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. Isn't it tonight, right? At 11 o'clock.
What?
But I just came in here, sorry.
Oh, no, next Thursday at 11
Next
o'clock.
Thursday is the
Yeah. I was like, wait,
Taylor
I'm
Swift,
off. Thursday into Friday. That's next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Yeah, less than a week.
Unicorn Disco. Your chance to go to our 21 and up event. I stress that because you'd be 21 to go to Unicorn Disco for the listening party of Taylor's new album.
Everybody has to be, yeah.
Yeah, you can't let somebody that is 21 win and then you tag along. Can't do that.
Oh.
Sorry.
Must be 21 to enter. You can wash those X's off your hand at the club. Remember you used to do that?
Oh my God.
The miners.
Okay,
the miner stamp.
Lincoln.
I was saying as we were going to start Scoop, why can't there be new ideas before we get into Sam's movie? It's been 11 years since Scary Movie 5, so I guess it's time for another one.
I mean, it makes sense.
This time
They
it's
were
getting
funny.
a reboot for the whole franchise.
But there's so many scary movies that are out there now.
Yeah.
Like different types.
Not actual scary movies. The title
Like-
scary movie in the franchise.
Yeah, there's so many horror movies out there
Is that
that,
what you mean?
that they can make fun of.
Yeah. So when I said that,
True.
Sam
Back
said...
then, they only had so many.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's right. That's right. Sam said, oh, there's a movie made me cry. Listen, 6 o'clockers, if you guys listen with both ears, then you have heard. You have heard.
One ear, you know.
You have heard us say about Sam, our shock that she lacks compassion, and her mother even called in to let us know how much compassion she's lacked since she was a child.
Yeah.
Sam does not cry at most things. So what is this one scene of one movie that brought you to tears?
So last night, Mark and I were, because I've been binge watching a lot of reality shows, and then I was like, okay, let's try and do like a thriller action movie on Hulu. It's called I cannot say this. Savage Salvation.
Savage Salvation.
I don't know
Savage
what
Salvation.
On
it's like
Sunday.
too many S's on
So
it.
that title caught your interest and you said, let me watch this.
Yes, well, because Robert De Niro is in it.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, it's probably going to be really good. John Malkovich is in it.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Solid
Quavo is in it as well. So I'm like, okay, there's at least 3 named artists that I know that are in this. And I was like, okay, let's watch
When did it
this.
come out?
It came out in 2022.
I mean, That's
Okay.
why we didn't know about it.
Savage
That's why, yeah, I was
Salvation.
like, okay. It came up as like the recommended movie.
Yeah.
You should watch this, and I'm like, okay, what is this? It's basically, sorry, like this stupid scene. The whole thing of it is there is an ex-military guy. They don't go into full details of what happened to him.
Okay.
but he gets hooked on heroin.
Okay.
He's dating a girl. He gets her hooked on heroin.
Okay.
He proposes to her with like this ring that he got from like the quarter machine.
Yeah.
And so it's just like this plastic ring. And she's like, okay, we're gonna get sober. We're gonna get sober together. And then they both try and break and they don't break and they stay sober together.
Or
You mean they say...
stay stoned. Or
No,
stay
they stay
addicted.
sober.
they,
Oh.
they do break. They kick
they
the
break it.
heroin.
They kick-
Oh, they
it.
try to break. You
Okay.
said they don't break and they stay sober.
Yes. Sorry. Okay, so they were addicted to heroin, both of them. But he got her addicted to heroin.
Got it.
And they kept trying to stay sober. And they, you go through that roller
Sure,
coaster
sure,
of
sure.
trying.
Finally
like,
did it.
And they finally did it. And then you see like the parent side of them hating him because he's the one that got their daughter like
Hooked
hooked
on
on
heroin.
heroin. And it's just was like, wow, like that, to see that side and the way they painted that just really hit. And then, I mean, spoiler alert.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry
Nobody
guys,
cares.
turn it off and nobody cares, turn it off. She dies.
Okay.
Because
it says that in the synopsis. If
Yes.
You're not doing a spoiler.
Okay, okay. She dies
In the
though.
synopsis of this movie,
and
it
for
says she dies.
knowing that he was
Caused
the
it?
one to get her hooked. He was the one to introduce her to it. Yes, she has the will and the power to not do it, but knowing that like she got introduced to it because of him, that ruined me.
And it made you cry.
That's what made me cry.
Interesting.
Was that the ending of the movie?
No, that was just the beginning part. But then the rest of it's like stupid. But
Oh, wait,
literally
like an
just
action movie then?
That scene, yeah, it's the action movie because
Oh.
then the guy that got her hooked, he went around and tried to like kill everybody that was selling drugs, and then you come to find out that it's her like uncle that is in charge of selling the drugs.
Oh, so somebody close to her was the
John
source
Malkovich?
of her demise.
Yes, he always plays a bad guy.
Yeah,
But he
always.
dies by like taking the heroin that he laced it with. Like it was just,
Oh.
yeah. But literally, it was just the
So
whole
you cried at
concept
the beginning of the movie,
of-
kind of like Up, when most people cry with the
The old man.
Old man and
So,
That's so sad.
his
her
wife.
dying, everything, that was the catalyst to start the movie. Like, for him to go on the rampage.
Yeah, it builds up. It builds up because you see this love story of them struggling because you can tell
Flashbacks
that
and stuff.
it's like a build up. They kind of do like, okay, here is 3 months or like 3 weeks earlier. Here's 1 month, and then it just kind of like builds up. But you can just tell, and like there's these girls that come and try and sell her like Girl Scout cookies, and I'm like, you're at a heroin house. Why would your mom drop you off to let like
Worst
you can
parents ever.
you can tell by the house. Like the house looks like a crack house.
Yeah.
And they
Crazy.
look all messed up.
It's
like
called
you can-
Savage Salvation
Yeah.
for those just tuning in.
I don't
Sam,
know. It was
someone
just-
finding it on Hulu made her cry.
That's crazy that you
That
cried
scene,
finally.
it just
One of our texters, Sam, said if one scene made Sam cry, then the rest of us would be a wreck through the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I think because now you have a kid and you see things
Yeah.
through your
Yeah,
mom's
it was-
parents' eyes, and then you start thinking of the stuff you did
right.
and go, man, I caused, not that you did heroin or anything, but
Right,
just
right, no.
things that we all cause our
It was
parents
just,
grief.
yeah, it's like that. And also, yeah, growing up, with your kids, it's like there's always that one person that's like, hey, you should try this.
Oh my God, yes.
And that's what starts
There's
it.
like that
And-
bad person.
Hey,
the
take
bad
some,
seed.
take some of my
is.
vape. It's like, no, I tell my kids
Right.
never.
And that's
touch-
the whole thing. It's like, if you loved her, why did you get her hooked on this? Like, why did you want her to try this with
Because he
you?
wanted her to be in the misery like he is.
That's what
Misery
just
loves
like,
company.
that's what ruined me. It's like, yeah.
What'd your husband do?
He held me. It was really sweet.
Oh.
He's like, finally.
I was like, this is.
I got tears out
I was
of
like,
her.
this is awful. Like, ugh.
So y'all were sitting next to each other on the couch and he saw you
Feelings.
crying, so he scooched over and put
What
you
are
in the
these
note.
feelings?
No, I just like hid my face in him.
Aw.
So like, this is embarrassing.
Okay,
What?
well.
not
Why is it
embarrassing.
embarrassing?
Having emotion.
Because I don't like emotion.
I know. It's
Yeah, we know that.
Okay, Ryan,
Like
what
my
is the
throat
show
hurt
that
and
you said
everything.
I'm going to love or you
Okay.
think is weird if I don't love it?
So you loved The Crown. You just, you went
thought it was
through all
a good
those
series.
seasons.
That was a good
And,
series.
You're thinking, man,
On
now
Netflix.
now it's over. I've got a void. There's a movie that just came out, and it's on Netflix. It's called The Scoop. And you would love this because it goes behind the scenes of the royal family during the Epstein scandal and Prince Andrew. And the actors that they have.
Is it fictionalized, obviously?
No. It's based on the true story of how Prince Andrew was involved.
That's not a documentary. It's like actors,
It's a movie.
I guess.
And
A movie, not a series.
it's
Okay,
just a
just a
movie.
one movie.
And
Okay.
it's, it's quick. It's to the point. It's 90 minutes.
Was it
You're
made
in
for
and out.
Netflix or was it made, how Netflix buys stuff? And
I don't know. It looks
Oh, yeah,
like
good
an
point.
English film, but Gillian Anderson is the journalist who
Oh,
interviews
yeah.
Prince Andrew. Remember when Prince Andrew was so obviously lying bad in his interview clips, and it shows how that they really went to the royals and said, look, he's got to tell his story. They uncovered everything. They documented, they were prepared for any.
So this
any
is
lie
based
that
on
Andrew-
fact. It's not like
No,
conjecture
it's all
or
based
like
on fact.
assuming.
It says, inspired by real events, this fictional dramatization gives an insider account of how the women of Newsnight secured Prince Andrew's infamous interview. Well, scoop. Here's the scoop. I don't know what the infamous interview is.
I never watched
It was
it.
when he actually,
Royals.
they let Prince Andrew basically
Like
hang
nude,
himself.
that's
Like,
it.
But-
they knew that he was going to lie, so they had every single thing. They did all the research, and you really
When
get
did he,
to see-
when was the real event
when
of the
this really
lie?
happened.
I
This
don't- I
happened
don't know
about
that.
4 years ago, about 4 years ago.
Before
I don't remember that
2020.
happening.
It was right before 2020, when it was right after Epstein had died. And, they're interviewing Prince Andrew, and they're like, he said, well, as soon as I found out that he was a convicted sex felon, whatever, I severed my contacts. And they're like, nope, we got a picture of you here hanging out at his house. Here he is.
Yikes.
And like, well, it was my way of saying I can't be with you anymore. But you stayed for a week.
Oh my gosh.
And he just had one, and he
Wow.
got caught in one lie after another, after another, after another. And it's just so good. Gillian Anderson is
I don't
amazing.
know if Roula and I would be as into that because we like the
Papa
Crown.
Circus, you like the whole.
Yeah, the
But-
Crown gives it a nice historical take on it. This is like tawdry and scandalous.
But
I
you're
could probably
seeing
check
it.
it out, but-
You're seeing it from both sides, though. You're seeing it from the journalist side, and then you're inside Buckingham Palace and seeing how the royals work.
Interesting.
And
We'll just
it's
watch
just
it.
really
Can't I
good.
just go to Scotland and stay here?
Let's go to Balmoral, Kevin.
It's
and we
90
will hide
minutes.
in Balmoral and find that buck, the 20-point buck.
Britannia, take my yacht.
Let's go to the Britannia.
I think you'd like it.
Okay,
Please
I'll check
talk
it
like
out.
that all day.
Yeah, all day.
All day long.
All
Even when
day.
you're off air, please just keep talking
Oh
like
my
that.
God, can you imagine?
Oh,
The whole
please
show
don't.
would be so terrible.
I'm greeting the new renters today, Welcome to Shopstown, the most glorious neighborhood.
And then you got to take a bow when you open the door for them.
You could do that, and then
Of all
whenever
the towns, this is the sharpest.
when you talk to them, when
courtesy.
they have a problem, you just talk in your regular voice.
Right. And they wouldn't know.
Who are
They'll think
you?
you're the handyman.
I'm the maintenance man.
I'm the custodian of this house. I'm the
What you put in the hopper?
What you put in the hopper. Yesterday I was looking around. You know, we joke I go to har.com for all random things. So I went to har.com to see what houses around the radio station cost and what's for sale. And I swear I thought I had found a house that I was like, is this Kevin and Booster's house that they're selling or renting out? I was like, I was going to call you and say, do you have a house that's for rent? Is this yours?
Is it mid-century modern?
It looked
Probably.
like your kind of take on things. But okay, so the scoop on Netflix and Savage Salvation, a no. But here's a random fact about John Malkovich.
Yeah, don't waste your time.
John Malkovich, the most work I know of this man, who is a revered actor in Hollywood, is the movie Penguins. It is an animated feature, and he is the villain.
Oh my gosh. He's always the villain.
He's the villain, even in a cartoon.
Has that look?
Yes.
In the Line of Fire, he was
Dangerous Liaisons.
Yes.
Probably one of the best.
like Con Air. That's all. I can't get him out of
Con
my-
Air?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
the
that's
villain.
right, he
the villain.
was.
That's
He's
the
the-
only way I think of him.
What was the other one he was the back? Oh man, everything. The only
He's a
good thing he was
bad
the one with Bruce Willis. He was good. Red.
I didn't say
Oh,
that.
he
yeah,
was
yeah,
in
yeah.
that TV show with Steve Carell with the space. About space.
Oh, yeah.
Space Force.
Space Force, yeah, and he
Space
played
Force.
the doctor or something like
What's
that. a
sad is
scientist.
that he's taken so many like really bad B movie roles, and he's an amazing actor. He's like
You gotta pay the bills.
Shakespearean trained, and
From Chicago.
Ahmad, have you ever seen the animated feature Penguins?
All I can think of is Happy Feet.
I know.
Okay, I was going to say that to you because
mixed up.
when I missed that in the rapid fire quiz, you guys were like,
Oh
"What's
yeah,
Penguins?"
you were like penguins. I was like, what?
And I think it's so odd that of all of us in here, at least two of us
penguins
would
of Madagascar.
Well, it's a take on that. It's the
Okay.
Penguins of Madagascar, but it's just called Penguins. Unless I'm wrong, but we had the DVD in the Suburban. We had a Suburban with a DVD player, and it would run nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
and the DVD was Penguins. I guess Madagascar was really small then.
Yeah.
Is it about the octopus? John Malkovich is in it. Is that what it says, Sam? John Malkovich is in that cast, right? That's it. Then it's Penguins.
Penguins was like was there one that was famous in the 90s, like a documentary?
March of the Penguins.
No, that was in the 2000s.
That was Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman did
narrated the March of the
Like,
Penguins.
Google it, and I think
Early
if you
2000s.
see the DVD cover, it does say penguins, but I think of
Madagascar,
Madagascar would
okay.
help a little bit for
Yeah.
people to understand that it's
Okay, Penguins of Madagascar.
off of that.
Off of Madagascar
Yes.
with Ben Stiller, Chris Rock.
Okay. Oh
Jada
yeah.
Pinkett.
Because it's
spin-off.
really funny and
Spin-off.
cute.
Yes.
Because those little penguins are always like mischievous and doing
Right.
bad things.
They're kind of like the Minions before the Minions came out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're the spin-off.
Yes.
And there's a lot of celebrity voices in that movie. I told y'all Benedict Cumberbatch is a guy. He's like a wolf or something. There's so many celebrity voices. But when I don't know, you're not in this phase yet. Maybe you will be one day, Sam. I don't know how it's going to work with streaming in the TV in the the future for you when Santiago's like 4. But I had a whole window of time where I am the driver and my kids are in the back in car seats. And in the Suburban that had the DVD player, I would just listen to the movie. I'd never see it. So it's all these little kids things.
And the next scoop, could we talk about if OJ admitted to it? Like, because you get into Twitter and things are like, oh, what happened on his deathbed? He said this, or like, this is his last tweet.
I'm hoping something will come out, like in when they get the
Autopsy?
the family gets together and they read the will
Oh, okay.
They're like, yes, I
and
did.
stuff.
Yes, O.J. Simpson.
There were
died
some people yesterday that came out on that had NDAs that they're like, I don't have to have one now.
Non-disclosure.
Now that he's dead.
When they worked at USC and Kim Kardashian's dad was there, and that's why this person hates the Kardashians because of this guy, her dad, allegedly paid USC a lot of money because they had 2 stories of 2 women got beat bad by him. They dated, but they hid it back in the day because
God.
Right, that would reflect
he was
poorly.
one of the biggest football players ever. Think about it. He won a Heisman. He was huge. So they want to protect the money. It's all about money.
This is
And
craziness.
at the time, they're like, we have to
Hide that.
write a check, get these women to shut up, not tell anybody because we're going through the lawsuit.
Okay, well, Eric and I are going to do some investigating,
Yeah,
and in
some
an
good
hour,
stuff.
we're going to
Yeah,
have some.
find out.
That's right.
OJ scoop.
We'll do that. Coming up next, Open Phone Friday. It's Friday. Call us at 713-390-KRBE. Tell us something that's going to throw us. Tell us something that's going to shock
You can
us.
do anything. The
us
airwaves are
nothing.
yours. You can ask
Tell
us
us.
a question.
Give us your best accent.
Tell us who's eating junk food and it's not even 7 a.m.
And call early because what happens is you guys wait until we come back.
And then you start calling, the phones are full.
And then
So
we
call
only
right
get
now.
time for
'cause it's
1,
open
2
right
calls. We could get 3 or 4 calls in.
now. 713-390-KRBE. Open Phone Friday next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
With more of the Roula
It is Open Phone Friday at 713-390-KRBE.
I'm looking at the numbers of who's calling, and did Kevin put this one through? It says anything to correct Ryan. ...
Okay.
What? What does that even mean?
Let's go to Janet and find out.
What did we do wrong now?
Hi, Janet. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Happy Friday. Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
love what Ahmad wrote.
I know, it's funny.
The other day, Ryan said, and he's right, we've never seen the backside of the moon, but he said that it doesn't rotate, and that is incorrect.
Yes.
Okay.
The rotation and revolution speed of the moon is approximately the same. It's very, very close. So here's how I'm going to prove it to you. You ready?
Okay.
So, somebody needs to stand there and make a complete rotation.
Let's just go in a
All
circle.
right.
Kevin, that's you.
Okay.
You'll be the control sample.
Okay. So, Kevin, did you see all four walls
Yes.
in your rotation? All right. Now, put a chair,
Okay.
and now
We got the chair.
face the chair.
Okay.
Move the chair concurrently at the
move.
same time.
So the chair is in the center,
Yeah.
and you're going to move. You're going to revolve around the chair, always facing the chair.
Ah.
Do you still see all four walls?
Go check over there with his room. Go over
Yes.
there.
Is Kev supposed to be the moon or the sun?
He's the moon.
Or I mean the moon
You
or the
do
earth?
still see all four.
And the moon doesn't go around the sun, Sam. The moon goes around the earth. The chair is earth.
I'm just getting the visuals
All we know is
correct.
that
So I
Kevin's
can
getting
picture
very
Kevin.
dizzy, Janet. Janet, do you
sense.
teach astronomy, or you're very passionate?
Science teacher.
A science teacher. I love that.
And I'm Disney Janet, by the way.
Oh, hey, how you doing, Janet?
Okay.
How's Florida
I'm
doing?
good. I'm good.
I don't.
Florida is good.
Florida's
Okay,
good.
but also I still haven't seen the backside of the moon, so I'm still in
Right,
this.
what the
right,
video
but my
said.
my point is, the moon is rotating.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Because
is.
when you rotate on your axis, you see all four walls. And when you revolve around the Earth, you're always facing the chair, right? But in that going around the chair, you still see all four walls.
I feel so much smarter
So
today.
what
already.
she's saying, Kevin,
I
is
do feel
that you're
smarter.
only ever going to see that one side
You keep
because it
moving.
moves equally.
Yeah.
Right.
the
It's
Earth.
moving, but it's
But
moving.
it is rotating, though.
Yeah.
It is rotating.
So there we go. Corrections. Where's your correction
All
button?
right, Janet. I like it.
Yay.
We
Wait,
learned
no, for
something.
those 6 o'clockers that don't know, we call her Disney Janet because she lives in Orlando. She listens to the Will and Ryan show.
Yep,
And
pretty
she's
cool.
Disney Janet. Thanks, Janet. Have a
Smarter than
great
us.
weekend. We appreciate
all
you
day.
so much.
I won't be spinning around chairs trying to figure this out. We're going to go
Like I
commercial
said,
break.
She's
What are you
referencing
doing?
something that we talked about earlier in the week about there's all these
The eclipse.
conspiracy videos about how the moon is a machine that aliens put it there.
Oh, my God.
We were just talking about
I
some
mean,
of
not a
these videos.
machine, a base.
Legos.
A base.
Legos.
Yeah.
Missing some pieces.
Placed there by aliens.
Skylar's up next. Hi, Skylar. Welcome to Open Phone Friday here on the Rule and Ryan Show. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi. Are you calling to complain about something regarding your relationship? What do you call
A
it?
little bit.
Okay,
a
what
little
is
bit.
it? What is it?
So this morning it was our anniversary.
Oh, happy
Yeah, my
anniversary. How
girlfriend.
long?
Thank you. Not long yet. Just 10 months.
Oh, so
Okay.
it's monthly
Still.
anniversary. Okay,
It's
got
important
it.
to you.
10 months.
Okay.
Yeah, you
All
did the
right.
monthly thing.
But-
right?
You made it to double digits. Got it.
Yeah, almost a year.
Okay.
Okay.
But she wouldn't make me lunch this morning.
Like,
She
Hold
wouldn't
on.
make you lunch.
no.
This
I
sounds
don't
like
know.
Eric
I don't know if you're going to
calling.
see that year anniversary. You're being kind of
she
picky.
what's
makes
the
your
context
lunch
here?
for the day every day, Skylar? Is that what you
Yeah.
said? Every day she makes your lunch before you leave. She gives you your lunch like I would do for a kid going to school.
But maybe she's going to take you
Yeah.
out to lunch for your anniversary.
Yeah.
It's nice out.
Or maybe
Friday.
you didn't give her a gift, and that's why she didn't make your lunch.
But then she could have made your lunch and spit in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
What'd you do for
Aaron.
her?
Yeah, what'd you do for her?
2 bags of her favorite candy and some roses.
Oh, that's very nice. Is she already gone from the house? Like she leaves before you? Y'all have a very early morning in your household.
No, I'm up at 6 and she's up at 8.
Can I ask how old you are?
So
Wait a second. Hold
yeah,
on.
23.
You're
23.
23. Okay, so you're
wait.
celebrating monthly anniversaries.
She's up at 8. She's still
Yeah.
asleep, and you're mad she hasn't made your lunch?
Because she makes it at nighttime, maybe?
So do it either the night before or the morning of.
So wait, you expect her to get up early just to make you lunch, even though she doesn't have to be up?
Yeah.
What? Stop it, Skylar. You are full of it.
I am so sorry.
You are
Do you
full of
want
it.
to? Do you want to see a year anniversary?
You're full of it, Skylar.
Yeah.
You're being a little selfish, buddy.
Very odd.
I know.
You're being a silly goose.
What does she make you? Is it like
I
a,
can't even say anything.
Surprise her and make her lunch.
Yeah.
what kind of food is she making? Is it like a hot meal and she's out there on the stove for 30 minutes?
Just
Or?
let there some bologna and some mustard and bread.
Yeah.
Usually just some chicken and rice from yesterday or sandwiches.
Okay. Are you
Okay,
capable
make your
of doing
own
that?
lunch today.
You guys already living together?
Yeah.
How much I no that
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They are. Yeah.
10
How
months?
much eye rolling is
23?
happening right now?
Yep.
Face palming.
Look at that, Skylar.
You look, man. We like you, but you're being a bit of a baby.
Yeah.
And
I understand that.
Okay. At least
So-
you're aware of it. I think that's half the problem.
and she's gonna wake up and you're gonna tell her, "Hey, I was on the Roula and Ryan show." You're gonna tell her why? Because this podcast
I
can
wouldn't.
live forever.
I wouldn't.
If you want to get to 11.
Boy.
Yeah, would you
Yeah.
tell her that? Hey, I was on the Roula and Ryan show while you were sleeping.
I'm sure it'll come up.
Okay. And then what are you gonna tell her you called us about?
To complain.
God.
Well, happy anniversary. You better do better than what you've already done so
Hey,
far.
remember,
That's a good
doesn't-
point. It's
it
not an
doesn't-
anniversary.
Yeah, it doesn't
not,
always
it's a
have to be
monthly.
equal, dude. Okay. You know, sometimes you'll do a little bit more for her, and
Annual.
she'll do a little bit more for you. It
Let
doesn't
him
have to be
go.
equal.
He's in young
gone,
love.
so, yeah.
He's in young love. That's what
Can't.
you do.
Shelby's up next. Hi, Shelby. I can't say it any other way. I gotta go Shelby. I don't know why I have to say Shelby like that. Hi, Shelby. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, what's your shout out you want to give? So Ahmad said you have a shout out you want to give.
I want to do a shout out to a small business. It's a new bar on Main Street, downtown Houston, H-Town and Down.
H-Town
It
and
is-
down?
Yes, H-Town and Down.
Okay.
That's a cool
It
name.
is a Houston-based, Houston-owned sports bar on Main Street. First sports bar down on Main Street in, like, ever.
How big is it? Is it like a lot of TVs and stuff? I mean, so I can.
Yeah, we have, like, 13 TVs. We'll be showing the Astros games. We'll have UFC this weekend.
Oh, sweet.
First time ever for UFC on Main Street, downtown Houston.
Look at you.
I like that.
And you're very early, obviously. You must be, are you the bar owner?
No, I'm not, but I do work there.
Okay.
But you're up early.
That's very nice. You're shouting them out.
Yeah.
You're just an employee that wants to let everybody know y'all are open.
We'll let everybody know that we're open. Come by. Come check us out.
That's
Main
nice.
Street, Houston.
Okay.
This weekend, the
address
Astros
is
play. Wait, say it again.
306 Main Street.
306 Main Street.
The Astros
Okay.
play Texas Rangers this weekend too, so get people down
Yeah,
there.
so it's gonna be great. Yeah, you. If anybody wants to come out, y'all come out. We'll have drink specials, shot specials. It's gonna be great. And
that's nice.
like I said, first time ever for UFC on Main Street, Houston.
There you go.
Well, I really hope that the people that own this bar appreciate you, Shelby, because you are really on the team of the new bar. That's very nice. You're a committed employee.
I'd like to see more bars down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Used to be the thing,
small
remember?
business.
Yeah. Then they kind of left, and now they're coming back, hopefully.
All right. Go Stros.
Hey, yo. Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Hey, tomorrow is the big day. It's the Fort Bend Hike for Hope. It's happening tomorrow morning at Brazos River Park in Sugar Land. I was there last year. I'll be emceeing this year. Now, registration is at 8 a.m. This benefits the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. If you've ever lost somebody or you've known somebody who's taken their life, or maybe you're a family member, somebody that's had to deal with that loss, this is such a beautiful event. So registration is at 8 a.m. and the event's actually from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and it benefits the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. If you'd like to learn more, you can just basically go to their website, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and that is afsp.org. But hope to see you out there tomorrow. I've never seen such an amazing showing of love. It's just support, and you're not alone. And by the way, if you're having those kind of thoughts or you're dealing with it, the Suicide Crisis Lifeline is just simply dialing 988. All right, so the company that manages NRG Park this week asked a judge to reject Travis Scott's effort to be dismissed from the Astroworld lawsuit. In a motion filed, lawyers representing the company that manages NRG Park said a jury should decide how much responsibility Travis Scott and employees of his company really bore for the concert that killed 10 people and injured hundreds of others. Scott's attorneys argued that the festival headliner and founder should not be held liable for the tragedy because his role was as a performer and promoter who wasn't involved in the detail of the concert logistics.
Really?
Yeah.
You weren't involved in the detail of an ambulance coming through a crowd and just totally ignoring that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Scott's lawyers are expected to appear in court on Monday to argue for its dismissal. Drake was dismissed from it yesterday. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. That's what's going down in H-Town.
All right, coming up next, Special K, you got a prank call?
Yeah, I do. There was an AT&T hack, and a lot of our information got out there on the dark web. People are getting on the OnlyFans, using folks' credit cards. So let's get to the bottom of this.
Is there going to be a parental discretion need
Oh,
for
I
this?
would say so.
Oh, what websites have you been going to? Let's find out next on The Roula and Ryan Show.